We welcome you to worship today, and as we do so, we acknowledge that Calvary United Church stands on Treaty 6 territory. We pay our respects to our elders, both past and present, wherever we find ourselves this morning. We recommit to our status as an affirming ministry within the United Church of Canada and strive to be an open-minded, inclusive, and welcoming place of worship. It is our deepest hope that all people might feel at home in this space, and we give thanks to God for this Sabbath day, where we join our hearts and minds in prayer. Like Mary, we believe in cherishing good news. Like the angels, we believe in singing God's praise. Like the shepherds, we believe that God's presence in our life is something worth talking about. Like the generations before us, we believe that God is with us. Like the generations to come after us, we will look for sacredness in the world. God is here. God is love. This is what we believe. Thanks be to God.
Good Christian friends, rejoice with heart and soul and voice. Now ye hear of endless bliss, joy, joy. Jesus Christ was born for this. He hath opened heaven's door, and we are blessed forevermore. Christ is born for this. Christ is born for this. Good Christian friends, rejoice with heart and soul and voice. Now ye need not fear the grave. Peace, peace. Jesus Christ was born to save. Close you one and close you all, to gain his everlasting whole. Christ was born to save. Christ was born to save.
This reading is Luke 2, verses 15 to 21. When the angels had left them and gone into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go now to Bethlehem and see this thing that has taken place, which the Lord has made known to us." So they went with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the child lying in the manger. When they saw this, they made known what had been told to them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds told them. And Mary treasured all these words and pondered them in her heart. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen, just as it had been told to them. When the 8th day came, it was time to circumcise the child, and he was called Jesus, the name given by the angel before he was conceived in the womb.
In the beginning was the Word.
Way back, a long, long time ago,
Before the stars, before the day, before the rivers were carved out of clay.
In the beginning.
way back in that beginning was the Word.
And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He, Jesus, was in the beginning with God.
Today we celebrate his birth and give thanks that love was born in a stable.
But we know love was born when the horizon was drawn. It was born in the dark, long before dawn. Love was born with the very first drop in the very first sea, and when God breathed life into you and me.
Long before the Magi or shepherds or dreams, long before the sheep or angels that sing, Love was here, building a way, then and now and on each Christmas day.
For all things came into being through him. Without him, there was nothing. And what has come into being in him was life. And this life, his life, it was the light of the world.
And so Jesus shined like a light in the dark or a star in the sky. Jesus walked into this world and opened our eyes, shining the light on social divides and loving the scars we try to hide. He lit up this world like it's never seen, the light of all people, King Emmanuel.
The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it.
Hatred did not overcome it. Fear did not overcome it. Greed did not overcome it.
A light shines in the darkness.
Envy did not overcome it. Doubt did not overcome it. Scarcity did not overcome it.
A light shines in the darkness.
Death did not overcome it. Sickness did not overcome it. Grief did not overcome it.
For he was in the beginning with God.
Way back, a long, long time ago, before the stars, before the day, before the rivers were carved out of clay.
And what has come into being in him was life.
So we cannot begin with the Magi's and sheep, for this story begins at the brink.
Of creation and light,
Of you and me.
Of beloved and loved.
of being set free.
Amen.
Amen.
Helpless and hungry, lonely, afraid, wrapped in the chill of midwinter, comes now among us, born into poverty's embrace, new life for the world. Who is this who lives with the lonely, sharing their sorrow, knowing their hunger? This is Christ revealed to the world in the eyes of a child of the poor. What child is this who laid to rest on Mary's lap asleep, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch our keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him home, the babe, the Son of Mary. Who is the stranger here in our midst, looking for shelter among us? Who is the outcast? Who do we see amidst the poor, the children of God? Who is this who lives with the lonely, sharing their sorrow, knowing their hunger? This is Christ revealed to the world in the eyes of a child of the poor. Why lies he in such mean estate, where ox and ass are feeding? Good Christian fear for sinners here, the silent word is pleading. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him home, the babe, the Son of Mary. Bring all the thirsty, all who seek peace. Bring those with nothing to offer. Strengthen the feeble, say to the frightened heart, fear not, here is your God. Who is this who lives with the lonely, sharing their sorrow, knowing their hunger? This is Christ revealed to the world in the eyes of a child of the the King of Kings salvation brings. Let loving hearts enthroned Him. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring Him born, the babe, the Son of Mary.
Holy God of candlelight and open doors, God of tables and feasts, God of holly and ivy, we lift to you our prayers. We turn over every corner of our hearts, giving you our whole selves, our prayers of gratitude, our prayers of fear, our prayers of grief, our prayers of hope, our prayers for healing, our prayers for wisdom. Take all that we offer and hold us close on this Christmas morning, for today, especially today, we long to feel you near. We lift all of this and so much more to you, confident that you hear, as we say together the words you taught us through Jesus our Christ, calling you by whichever name feels most like home, we say, Our Creator, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. From generation to generation, God keeps drawing in near. From generation to generation, a light has shone in the darkness. From generation to generation, God's love has moved through the world. So may we celebrate all that God has done. May we rest in the joy of this day. And all God's people said, Merry Christmas.